Hi, my name is Sarah Slayton, and this is my community analysis on the city of Zephyrhills, Florida. The objectives of this presentation are to go over the historic overview, do a community analysis that will analyze the structure, population, environment, health-related issues, and government and public policies. Also, go over community problems and global issues. Zephyrhills was originally founded in 1882, with lumber and turpentine being the main industries. Zephyrhills was originally called Albert and then later changed to Albert Station. Albert Station is still here today and serves as a historical marker. Seaboard Coastal Railroads established a stop at Albert Station. In 1910, the town changed its name to Zephyrhills when Howard Jeffreys established a retirement community for other veterans called the Zephyrhills Colonial Company. The name Zephyrhills comes from the warm breezes, zephyrs, which blew across the rolling hills. In the 1950s and 1960s, tourists, renter visitors, and retirees all came to the town for the weather, low cost of living, and the tranquil surroundings. Mobile home and RV parks sprang up to accommodate the new residents. In 1961, Don Robertson established the Zephyrhills Water Corporation and started bottling the spring water and shipped it all over the state. Zephyrhills soon became known as the City of Pure Water. In the 1970s and the 1980s, commercial development came to the area, which included new restraints and also added shopping centers. As all the new areas began to spring up in Zephyrhills, the population increased through the 1990s and the 21st century. One of the major employees in Zephyrhills area is Nestle Water of North America, which bottles the Zephyrhills water. It currently employs over 400 workers and is a full-service 24-hour operation, producing and shipping over 5 million bottles of water a day. Zephyrhills is currently 9.429 square miles and has a population density of 1,590.25 per square miles. Zephyrhills offers single and multi-family housing, rentals, and Section 8 housing. In order for a family to be considered for a Section 8, they have to fill out an application and get approved. 66% of the people living in Zephyrhills live below the poverty line, with 20.4% of the population receiving public assistance. Pasco County only has a 13.56% of people living under the poverty line, so Zephyrhills is over triple that number. I do not think that Zephyrhills is currently meeting the needs of its residents since there are no homeless shelters in Zephyrhills. Zephyrhills currently has 3 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. Zephyrhills High School was founded in 1910 and was a one-room school. In 1913, the school had its first graduating class of 11 students. As of 2016, there are 1,472 students enrolled in the high school. The public library in Zephyrhills is serviced by the public bus on routes 30 and 54. It is closed every Monday and Sunday, but open every other day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They recently reopened their library in 2019 and moved the location from off of Highway 54 to downtown Zephyrhills. I do think that the education needs of Zephyrhills are being met with the amount of elementary middle schools. But I think in the future Zephyrhills might have to add another high school, especially if the population keeps increasing as it is. Zephyrhills currently has 4 parks: the Water Park, Skate Park, Gunner Paw Park, and City Park. All the parks offer free admission, and none of the parks have a pool. The Water Park is closed every year from December 15th through March 1st for maintenance. The hours are Monday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Children under 17 years old must have an adult with them. It is a flat water play area, so it's perfect for children of all ages. The skate park is open Monday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. The dog park is open 24/7 and has benches, a playground for children, restrooms, and trails. It is 5.66 acres and has an off-leash dog park for both large and small breeds. The city park is in the same location as the water park, but offers more features like a playground, barbecue grill, fishing, handball, horseshoe pits, picnic shelters, tennis courts, and a walking trail. It is a 34-acre park with a community center. The two gyms in Zephyr Hills are the YMCA and Retroflex. Retroflex charges $20 per month but is open 24/7. The YMCA charges is based on if it's an individual or a family, but the YMCA is only open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. The YMCA does have a pool. There are 4 churches in Zephyr Hills: Newark, Zephyr Hills Alliance Church, First Baptist Church, and Zephyr Hills First Nazarene Church. Currently, the population of Zephyr Hills is 15,563 people, with 32.2% of those being over the age of 65. 87.2% are Caucasian, and 82.7% have received degrees higher than high school diplomas. Currently, the leading cause of death in Zephyr Hills, Florida is heart disease, with it being at 24.4%. Cancer is the second one at 24%. Chronic lower respiratory disease is at 7.5%. Stroke is at 4.2%, and diabetes is at 3.1%. Zephyr Hills does have health-related resources, including assisted living and skilled nursing facilities that do offer memory care units as well, and a rehab facility called Zephyr Hills Health and Rehab, which is open 24/7. Florida Medical Urgent Care is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They accept people over the age of 18. PUE Urgent Care offers pediatric services. Florida Medical Primary Care serve people from birth to death, and their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Advent Health Medical Group also is their primary care in Zephyr Hills. They offer a variety of services that include imaging, lab, home care, hospice care, skilled nursing, pharmacy, wellness care, rehab services, surgery centers, and endoscopy centers. They offer services to people of all ages. The hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Primary health care offers family medicine, pediatrics, women's health, and OBGYN, dental services, behavioral health, and special programs. They do have on-call providers, and their hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. They base their services off of the income of the patients, so they are more for the low-income families of Zephyr Hills. The hospital of Zephyr Hills is Advent Health of Zephyr Hills. Health-related issues. With over 60% of the population of Zephyr Hills living below the poverty line, the major issue would be the cost. Many families either don't have the money to spend on medications and don't want to spend on unnecessary medical bills. That's why Premier Health Services offers services based on their patients' incomes. They vary the bill from either $0 to $70, depending on how much the patient makes. Acceptability into some of these ALFs, SNFs, and rehabs depends on insurance and whether the insurance authorizes it. All the current facilities of Zephyr Hills their patients have to have insurance, which could be an issue since so much of the population lives below poverty line. Pasco County supplies the EMS services for Zephyr Hills. They have 23 patient transports that service the 740 square miles of Pasco County. In 2016, they responded to 59,479 calls. MedFleet also offers ambulance services, wheelchair services, and stretcher services. They have 11 BLS ambulances and 18 paratransit wheelchair and stretcher units. MedFleet does also service Zephyr Hills. The Zephyrhills Fire Rescue is a 23-member fire rescue that responds to medical emergencies, fires, general public assistance, and pertinent public education. 10 of the members are volunteers. The fire department responded to about 3,000 calls last year, with 90% of them being medical emergencies. There is currently no animal service for Zephyrhills, but they refer people to the Pasco County Animal Services. Pasco County Enforcement Services educate the community and enforce code and ordinance with animals. They investigate animal cruelty complaints, do welfare checks, and investigate reported animal bites. The team has one field supervisor, one training officer, one rabies control officer, one humane office investigator, and 5 animal control officers. Currently, Zephyrhills draws their water from the Floridian aquifer, and chlorine is added to help disinfect the water, and polyphosphate is added for corrosion control. Fathom is the current company that bills the water. The sewage community that is located in Zephyrhills is responsible for treating 1.7 million gallons of waste a day. The reclaimed water is currently distributed to 12 residents, 1 county park, 1 city park, 2 schools, and a golf course. Water and sewage prices depend on the meter size. Hazardous waste is a component of the integrated and comprehensive solid waste management system. They address hazardous waste level and remove those types of substances from the water and apply industry acceptable methods to prevent raw materials from entering the waste services. The sanitation division picks up curbside trash 2 days a week and services nearly 6,000 households and 575 commercial customers. Currently, all the main roads leading into and out of Zephyrhills are well maintained, but there are a lot of dirt roads and side roads that have a lot of potholes and a lot of damage to them. With State Road 56 connecting to 301, the new extension just opening up as of 3 months ago, there have been a lot of car accidents at that intersection, as people are not used to the light there, are not paying attention, or just are flying through the light. But that's really the only issues with the roads at this time. Some community needs of Zephyrhills is the first one is smoking cessation. With some of the top health concerns in Zephyrhills all having smoking cessation as a reduction risk. Education at the school level and even the college level would greatly reduce the risk of these diseases later in life. The second one is expanding the fire and EMS department, with both of them only having 23 trucks, one that services all of Pasco County. It would be important during the winter years to have more staff available. In the winter months, a lot of snowbirds come down from up north, which can put a stress on both the fire and the EMS department. The third one is making more accessible healthcare facilities. With over 60% of the population living below poverty line, they might not have the money or the means to get insurance, or might not even have the money to be able to afford it. The need for homeless facilities in Zephyrhills is, I believe, very high. Because of the amount of people we have living below the poverty line. And also, going back to the poverty line issue, having a free gym or a gym that offers maybe a discount to people based on their income would be very good for this community to also help reduce the healthcare concerns of the community. Currently, the public officials are the mayor, Gene Whitfield, and he has the responsibility for hiring and firing staff, has veto power, and implements legislation passed by the council. The city manager is William Poe Jr., and he is responsible for directing administrative processes that allow the city to operate. They implement and oversee policies that are made up by the city council. The city manager has the most power in the community. The city clerk is Lori Hillman, and she works for the city council, and she performs all their clinical duties and legal requirements. The president of the city council is Alan Knight, and he remains order and oversees the council meetings, does the count, signs all the checks, papers, and contracts, and serves as acting mayor when the mayor is absent for a long period of time. And the vice president of the city council is Lance Smith. The vice president can chair meetings when the president is absent. For Healthy People 2020, the main risks for this community are diabetes, cancer, and heart disease and stroke.